Hi, my name's Stathi Paxnos and I'm here talking to some students of our new Master's elective, Transforming Cities for Sustainability, in the lead up to World Wildlife Day, which is on the 3rd of March. We thought it'd be a great idea to talk to the students about urban nature and the place of wildlife in our cities, both the current cities and the cities in the future.
Waking up to parrots, cockatoos, galahs, crimson rosellas, all of them, and just back in Europe that's going to the zoo, and here it's just natural habitat.
World Wildlife to me is a celebration of things that the human experience hasn't impacted upon.
I've become in more recent times very much aware of the importance of wildlife in terms of the natural ecosystem.
The more diversity there is in any kind of system, the stronger it is. So like the more wildlife there is, the stronger the system will be. Therefore I have a real appreciation for wildlife.
When I think of wildlife, I suppose I immediately go to perhaps our native Australian animals because that's what I'm familiar with. But also I think it's important to remember the really small creatures, the invertebrates, the little creepy crawlies that most of us aren't so comfortable with.
My main experience currently would be predominantly through birds in the urban context. I live in an apartment with a balcony, and we try to attract birds. The fragmented nature of kind of the urban environment obviously makes it very difficult for wildlife to move around. So to make it better, I think, creating more connected habitat.
Through, for example, things like the BioLinks project, which connects up patches of habitat and joins them together. Just to add that element of life and movement and enjoyment, beauty.
Yeah, beauty, colour, life, diversity.
For me personally, wildlife is just a thing of beauty to experience. Being out and about and noticing there's other beings in this world than me that I can hopefully interact with or certainly appreciate.
Hope, I guess, that that these species are eking out a lifestyle in the urban environment, which is showing their resilience. At the moment, I think you really have to work pretty hard to interact with wildlife. My greatest fear is of the increasing loss of wildlife because of people buying plots and erasing literally all vegetation and building big houses, and that these do not allow for wildlife. Yeah, absolutely. I have not done a lot of a study around like the interaction of the urban environment and the natural environment to get the theoretical backing to sort of start to think about some of these things and how you might be able to improve them has been really interesting and highly beneficial.
The Sustainable Cities program I see as something being really important because it's easy to be negative about the impact that our cities have, but there's also really big opportunities because we're talking about a lot of people in a space, a lot of resources that are available, a lot of opportunities for education to take place. There's a really strong generation of young people especially who are growing up with a very strong environmental awareness and capacity to create the change that they want to see.
I think we need to educate as much as we can, as early as we can.
It is our responsibility to really help to bring those changes around.
We are losing species so fast as never seen before, so we must make a lot of noise and stop the process, or at least slow it down.